continue.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning.
What do you mean?
When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night.
The blight.
Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor, we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
If magic caused the blight,
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
and the mother crystals. We're trying to contain that energy. Maybe? Something along those lines? Barely see shit.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow.
Came from another planet.
There would the true work begin. For the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution. The illness having spread to every organ, there was but one escape from this fate. To start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
He literally is God.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his God's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource, and the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth.
It's like me.
Though we're one and the same.
Getting a history lesson from God. This does suck.
Is that?
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us.
Damn straight, Clive.
And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
Together.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
Oh.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore.
Squad is right.
It's ours.
Bow down, offenders, hearts disdained.
Too slow. Nice try.
God.
All yours, Torgo.
Ultima looks just like when we joined. Ow.
Nice try.
Fucked up the block as well. Oh, casting Graviga. Gonna block it. Just fighting your own fights, are you?
Such foul attaint may not be sublimed through game standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. Oh, wretched mortals incapable even of contrition. In fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
Get hit by that. Oh, I didn't want to get sucked into that, whatever that was. Oh shit. I fucked that up completely. Couldn't hit the rebound. attacking again.
gifted this chance. And still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends.
Oh,
He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us.
Look like an event horizon. Unlike the other attack. I definitely thought I was out of that. Got parried from behind somehow. Oh my god. Attack again. By the power of Bahamut.
It's over.
Last. At last, for countless generations have we awaited this moment.
What the fuck do you mean? Oh no. Huh?
Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Get fucked. You're doing a mind attack again. Jill and young Jill sit in mid.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
You fuckers, get out of my head.
So why not leave it all behind?
You couldn't get Joshua to say anything.
Leave it all behind.
Clive!
This...
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
all of you.
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
The inner sanctums of his mind are fucking wild.
Clive!
Wake up, buddy.
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
His eyes went dark for a second, but the will lives on. You may take the phoenix out of me, but you'll never take me out of the phoenix.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Light those eyes up.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look. Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
You still understand nothing.
Our flames burn as one!
This is no mere evolution, it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
That was a big screech. But the mother crystals still... Did we do it?
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
Okay, so he wasn't like a figment of our imagination.
Sorry to wake you. I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering.
His whole life has been a struggle. Ah, shit.
And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
What the hell does that mean? Oh my god.
bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship! I will be with you anon. Thank you.
Don't do something stupid now, Dion. Okay. Okay, sick. I thought he was gonna like die there or something. Something really lame.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Otto, we need a big order. Got to tell everybody.
I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then?
Yes. Whoever's not here is not going to hear it from me.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
No, but this hideaway can.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Touch grass, you bitch.
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
What's going on, little brother?
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Hey. Dear.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
Shown in trio.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
I don't like
Doesn't
it.
mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
Always.
You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the road together.
I'll be waiting.
What the motherfuckers?
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
In the mood. Vogel's grown again. Vivian, okay.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Ah, Toggle. What's going on, boys? Boy, I should say.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Of course.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
What are you guys doing?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what?
No.
It's Miss Mididol. Very strict.
When she is, she acts like
in the class.
That's what I
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
It's not a real dungeon. Oh, it's Herman.
Sid.
Of course.
Hello?
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I wish to be deployed to...
No. I will not send good men and women. Why would you want to go?
I need to retrieve some. I was raised, or rather, it was not a place of nurture.
Okay.
We were tortured. And few ever survived long enough.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with military precision.
Registry.
You were a good friend, Herman, but the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my...
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Nid.
That's it! I knew it! The answer... If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the sky? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are
Oh
you?
no.
What else would I be...
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so... I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them, but not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after.
No, they'll know where you might find some.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Dave.
Vivi, and I'd be happy to...
Thank you, but tracking it down will...
Please. It's only right that I return the favor.
You are too kind. Alas, What I spoke with Hippocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another... But...
If you say so.
Forgive me, but this book... It said...
Ronan?
Alright, Sid.
Only if you want. Mid needs a piece of...
Most bones are the same. If it's durability you're looking for, shell...
I do. Well, any old
Adamantoise.
Well, with shells, the older the harder.
Ancient Adamantoise.
There's a rumour, but don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sid,
it depends what...
A bearer, but recently freed from... As you know, the work we do is not easy.
I don't mind.
Because our ranks are filled with men and women capable of scouting. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better...
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys?
Okay.
One can never have too much...
Truer words. I'll let the initiate know that you be... And that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in Red...
No time like the...
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Alright.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Doris.
Sid.
By all means.
It's my old master.
No.
Something else. Records from a Waluda.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point, and it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless, and even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated.
Sid, I'd like to believe, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden, I can't let those bearers die in their cell.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception. But we travel together, and we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. Chadwick.
Chadwick.
Another of my former masters. The thought of him held captive in that...
He must be very important.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of
Ravenwood
Ravenwood.
Walls.
We should head there as
Okay.
quickly as we can.
As do I, Dor.
Ah, Clive. This is it, then. Indeed.
You're wrong.
Of course.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril.
Uh-huh.
His will.
Something will.
In the crypt, beneath. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, and in the process of doing so...
I'm surprised anything.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Okay, table it is for you.
I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well.